Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Good morning. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody is feeling fine. I'm feeling great. So today I wanted to talk to y'all about this sister that we knew who had an unbelieving husband. Now the reason we knew this sister is because she had two daughters, and her two daughters were like the coolest people ever. Me and my little sister was friends with her two daughters, and she had an unbelieving husband. And man, this guy was off the chain. I absolutely loved him, and I loved everything about him. So this is what happened, right? One day we were over her house, and we all chilling, we kicking it and whatnot, we all kids. And he was a little lit. He been drinking a little bit. He was a little lit, right? And we watching Jurassic Park on VHS. And it had just come out not too long ago. We on VHS. It's on VHS. We all little kids. We watching it, whatever, right? And bruh, I remember the first scene where the raptor grabbed the brother that was trying to open the cage or whatever, pulled him in. Rah! And he was like, damn, he fucked that nigga up. I was like, what? We was all little kids, and we like, what? And the mom was like, she was like, you know you ain't supposed to be talking like that. He's like, man, these kids done heard these words and much worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't backing down. And I'm telling you, every single time a dinosaur ate a human being in that movie, he got up and yelled, Dave, he backed that nigga up. I was like, yo, he is off the chain. This is like literally one of the first times I met him, right? And I'm telling you, tears coming down my face. Tears. Like, we was laughing so hard. Like, I got nervous every time a human was in trouble. Because I'm like, oh, he about to say it again. He about to say it again. And it was funny, though, because, he ain't had no rules or regulations. He used to do what he used to do. And we were, like, super duper friends with his daughters. And so we'd be over there all the time, just kicking it. Like, even at school, we just walk over there. It wasn't too far. And I remember when they were, he had a couple rules about the Jehovah Witness thing. He like, look, I'm going to celebrate my daughter's birthdays with them. Like, y'all ain't going to take that away from me. If you don't want to do that, you ain't got to, but I'm going to celebrate my daughter's birthday. So he would take his daughters, whenever it was their birthday, he'd take it to the grandma's house, and they'd have cake and ice cream, happy birthday, and all that stuff, right? And he would bring the leftover cake and put it in the refrigerator. Now, when we'd go over there, he'd offer us some cake, and then she'd be like, no, their parents are Jehovah Witness. I'm sure they wouldn't want their kids eating birthday cake, you know what I mean? So he'd be like, all right, he'll be respectful of it or whatever. But when she wasn't around, he'd be like, hey, y'all, look, man, that's stupid. If y'all want some birthday cake, you let me know. I'll give you some right now. And if she wasn't around, we were like, yeah, we want birthday cake. And that cake tastes even better because we wasn't supposed to be getting it. It was that cake. It was the untouchable cake we wasn't supposed to have. Oh, it tastes so good. It was so good. I legit believe he may be the reason I kicked off my double life. He may be the reason. Because I just started seeing how good it was to do both. Going to the hall, doing all this, that, and third, coming home and sneaking in some birthday cake. Oh, it was great. It was great. And he used to be up and down just cursing up a storm and just living his life. Now, I just remember being like, told, like, wow, he's a good guy, whatever, but, Jehovah gonna destroy him eventually when Armageddon come. And I used to, this dude was legit one of the best human beings I've ever met in my entire life. Bar none. I mean, for example, there was this homeless guy on 47th Street, right? They lived around 47th Street. And he would always get his homeless guy money. Always. And for the first and only time I've yet to see this happen again, right? I've yet to see a person drive up, roll their window down. Hey, Larry! Hey, Larry! And the homeless guy came over. Hey, how you doing, Malcolm? His name wasn't Malcolm, but I'm not going to throw his name out there. But he'd give him money. He'd be like, how you doing? You feeling all right today? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm making it, man. I'm making it. He's like, all right, man, just let me know if you need anything, man. Just let me know. And he'd give him money. and he'd help him. He knew a homeless person on a first name basis, and the homeless person knew him back. I've never seen that before or since. You know what I'm saying? Like, he legit cared about the people in the neighborhood. Like, all his neighbors knew him. Hey, Malcolm, what up, what up? Everybody knew him. He was cool with every single person. And he ain't get nothing but love. Another story, I just remembered this. He had a mechanic shop. He was the guy in the mechanic shop or whatever. He gave that same homeless person a job in a mechanic shop. Now, it didn't work out because I think the guy might have had a drug problem, the homeless guy. Like, he might have had a drug problem and something happened and he had to get let go. I don't know what happened, but he gave him a job. He gave him an opportunity. And even after that little incident, like, I think they stopped talking for a little bit, but he eventually started giving him money again and helping him out. I mean, this dude was a good dude. And I remember, like, thinking to myself, you know, maybe Jehovah won't destroy him. Maybe he's going to be one of those unrighteous people that Jehovah refused to destroy, you know. But then Tony Morris, your boy, I remember him saying Jehovah's only going to bring back the people who didn't know Jehovah or didn't get the opportunity to learn about him, you know. That's why people are blood guilty if they don't preach and people die, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, first off, Tony Morris, how do you know what Jehovah gonna do? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell us what he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's like my dog coming and telling the world, hey, today Jay's gonna wake up, he's gonna wash his hands, and then he's gonna, I don't know, you know, he's gonna go party till 6 in the morning. How the dog gonna tell you what I'm gonna do? The dog is my pet. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what the dog gonna do. At 6 in the morning, the dog gonna wake up and go take a poop outside. And she better hurry up because I ain't got all day or she gonna have to hold it all day. I can tell you that because I can tell you what my pet is gonna do. My pet can't tell you what I'm gonna do. Does that make sense at all? But yes, this guy was a really, really good dude. I'd put him up, this worldly guy, up against any Jehovah Witnesses that I knew at the time, as far as character and just being a good guy, you know? Like, his wife, while she was super duper faithful, she was a super duper faithful Jehovah Witness. I can't take anything about that away from her. He never cheated on her. He never beat her. I can count on one hand how many times they got in an argument in front of us. She loved him to death. Loved him. And she wasn't bad looking. Like, she was kind of fine. You know what I'm saying? Brothers was in her ear, and they knew she was married. You know what I'm saying? Knew she was married. But she also was, like, happy with her little worldly husband. Because he was a great guy. He was a great guy, and none of the Jehovah's Witnesses that were there could take her away. And they was trying. They were trying, absolutely. Now, I used to live a double life, and like I say, we was cool with their daughters, and everybody grew up. They started living double lives too. They was part of my squad too, but it always caught me off guard about how good he was. Because even though he had, like, you know, he cuss, he drink, he smoke, you know, and you're supposed to look at this person like, oh yeah, you know, it's a wrap for him. But he was legit one of the best human beings I've ever seen as far as having love for your brother and just doing for others, you know? Like, he didn't have to do it. He could have easily just lived his life and ignored people. Like, there's plenty of people I know to do that, especially Jehovah's Witnesses. There are plenty of Jehovah's Witnesses who I know will roll their window up, ignore homeless people who won't look out for others other than themselves. And I mean, there's some legit horrible Jehovah's Witness people out there. Like, they'll put on that good personality at the Kingdom Hall and at the field service and at the assemblies when they're being seen by others. But when they at the crib and they're left to their own devices, oh, brother, oh, it's not what you think it is. But yeah, he was an unbelieving. He used to come to the memorials all the time. And he used to wear, he didn't even wear a suit. He wore like a blazer with, like, it was suave what he do. I used to be like, man, I didn't know you could make a shirt And the blazer looks so dope without a tie, you know? He's the first dude I ever seen to really do it. So I'm just like, yo, this dude, he got it going on, man. This brother, he was popping, man. I love this dude. And one thing he used to always say to me, because out of everybody that used to come kick it with his daughters and whatnot, like I said, it was me and my sister, but we was all friends since we was little. So it wasn't like, no, you know, you and my daughter. Me and his daughter did date eventually, like later on down the line. But before me and his daughter dated, he used to always tell me, like, man, I look at you like you my son, man. Like, we got that type of relationship. If you ever need anything, you call and you let me know, you know. Still to this day, I can call him. Now, you know, I do my thing, and his wife is still a Jehovah Witness, so I try not to, you know, infringe on that. But still to this day, I can call him, you know what I mean? And he used to always say, you different. You're not like the other guys that come over here trying to, you know, be super duper Jehovah Witness, whatever. You just yourself, and you're funny, and I appreciate you. He said it to me all the time, and he gave me a lot of the confidence that I have now, just growing up with him, you know. And I had a father, you know. My father, he did a great job too, but man, some of the stuff I wanted to hear from my father, I was getting from him though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, that's all. I just gave y'all a mirror to my past. I shouldn't have even did it. I don't want y'all knowing about me. I'm kidding. I don't mind. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. Holla Jaguala. Deuces.